Hey, what's up? You guys know who I am, and I'm feeling awfully conceited today, so let's just dive into this. Let's just take a look at the WPH Tweaks application. This is sort of my go-to for any tweaks that I find in the operating system. I'll go ahead and cook them into this application and post them over in a new version on the Windows Phone Hacker site, just to make it a little bit easier for people to apply tweaks to their phone on the fly without having to dig into the registry and stuff like that. So, it's great for toggles and stuff like dehydration, 32-bit color. The never timeout option, you wouldn't really toggle that often, but either way, so here's just a quick look at some of the options that are in this application. Basically, hide clock, as the name suggests, hides the clock up in the top corner. And then, of course, there's the usual. The dehydration hack acts a little bit different on Mango, but it does have some important uses, and I might go into some of that a little bit later with some other applications. Never timeout option, that's for your over in the settings screen. There's like under brightness you can set it's under lock and wallpaper. You can set the timeout to be never. And so this, by default, that's not available, but you can hit that and it'll be available. So, okay, so here are the useful things that this Tweaks application has that you would actually kind of want to jump into on a regular basis. These are under the useful toggles application. And here we have access media while syncing. So basically, when you plug in your phone, it sets a state over in the registry that says that the phone is currently syncing. So if I go over to, say, the marketplace, it says, hey, it's connected, and I can't access it. So if I go over and I tap that and head back over to the marketplace, then it lets me right in, even though it's still connected over with Zune. And I can still sync and do some other stuff. I do feel like there were a couple of weird things that happened when I used that once, but nothing major, nothing disconnecting and reconnecting it fixed, and it might just be placebo. But that's actually really useful if you don't want to have to disconnect your phone or exit Zune. You can just tap that little toggle. So I liked that, and I thought I'd cook that in. Also, the fake Xbox Gold option. Now here's something a little bit interesting. So I'll dive over onto Xbox Live. So here's my little avatar. Here it says get more with gold, and it has a little silver thing over there. And if I go over to friends, and here's a little test account, and if I go to send a message, it says that I need an Xbox Gold membership to send messages. It's a little bit weird that Microsoft has that restriction. I know on games for Windows Live, you have to be like in a game or something in order to send messages. I'm not too familiar with how the system works, but I did find it a little bit weird I couldn't send messages from my phone. But if you go ahead and tap that little option and then head over to the Games Hub, then here it says that I have gold. And if I go over to friends, I can actually send them a message. And it actually will work, and we'll send it over to them server side, and they'll get the message on their phone or Xbox or whatever. So that's actually pretty useful. If you have no other reason to get Xbox Gold, then you can go ahead and send messages with that. Of course, there are all the other perks of being gold don't really apply to that, but if you want to be able to send messages, that's pretty nice. All right, let's see. Okay, here's voice customization. This is a little bit silly and kind of pointless, but basically, let me see how I have this set up right now. So, okay. Let's just see. Text me.
Texting maître. C'est your message.
Okay, so because I have a sort of a strange sense of humor, I actually have it set so I can change the voice. You can through this option you can change the voice of your phone, and it doesn't change the language that it recognizes in or searches in and stuff like that, but it will change the accent that it replies with. So if you want your phone to have a French accent or something, just for kicks, then you can go ahead and do that. Also, there are probably some legitimate reasons for using this, so that's just sort of a cool tweak right there that I like playing around with. Over here we have sort of experimental useless stuff. I might take these out of the application at some point. Basically, okay. So there actually is a reason for having some of these options, but it didn't work out as I hoped. So basically, wireless charge, if you tap that, then now my phone's charging and it's not even plugged in. So if you want to mess with some people, have fun with that. Um, Also, you can, here's another thing that's actually somewhat useful. You can go in and change your OEM marketplace to any OEM's marketplace. And you just tap on that, and it tells you to restart your phone. So, for example, I tapped over on HTC, and if I reboot my phone, so basically, if I go over into Marketplace now, here we have HTC apps, and of course, this particular kind of tweak came from Good Day to Die, and he has some information about that on XDA developers. Obviously, not all these applications will work. Some of them you'll install and they'll realize that your phone is not an HTC phone. Some of them don't have the right drivers. But you know, there are some applications that do work when doing this, and I thought I'd go ahead and cook that tweak in as well. So that's pretty nice. So anyway, that's just a quick look at the WPH Tweaks application. Actually, not so quick look, looking at the timer on my camera, but hopefully you guys will enjoy this application. It's just sort of something, something you can sort of jump into every now and then if you need to do something. The useful toggles, those should be used quite a bit, and the other ones are just sort of fun. And it gives me a little place that I can throw in any tweaks that I happen to come across when playing around with the operating system. So hope you enjoy it. Be sure to give me some feedback over on the Windows Phone Hacker website. And other than that, thanks for watching. Have a great day.